you guys. Well, now I was showing you how to set this up and how this was all sticking. My favorite product. I don't use this hardly at all because I've got my V120 and it works great. But yeah, you can do this, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it's now got the angle set on it. If I put it on a protractor, I may be able to read that it's at that 7 degrees like we wanted based off of our drawings on the board. My thoughts on trying to set that up, please be careful. Be careful when you're going to cut this. Make sure your wood is well supported on the back, because you're going to be at an angle. You can't really use the fence. So the wood will be sort of loose. So please be careful. I'm going to go ahead and cut my pieces out right now, and then I'll be back. But I wanted to show you wax is your friend on stuff like that, which I don't see too many people mention that, but it doesn't freeze up if you use it a lot. So now it's much better. Okay, here we go. We're going to cut our first cut in. So that went right along my line. I was watching really carefully to make sure. But that's using the V120, like I said, to get it. It's so precise. I really like it. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's just, and you can get it through ShopSmth. Hey, quick shout out to Woodshop Nerdery. You got to go visit his site, man. I'm going to learn a lot from him. He also put in the comments on the best way to get the printouts to work with Windows 10. I did it. It worked. I've got the full-size prints. Oh, and he was doing exactly, this is exactly what I was hoping this whole channel part was going to be about. So I've got them all printed out here. They're you know, you got to put them together, got to tape them together, and line them all up. I use this thing, it's just a paper cutter, so that I can cut the edges really nice and straight. Doesn't have to be, but it would be more helpful if they are all straight. So I've still got to do that, but in the meantime, let me know. If all of you are able, have got the printouts, let me know which way you want me to go then further. If you want me to cut the prints and make the parts off of the prints, or go like what I'm doing now. So what I've done now is I've taken my drawing, and it shows here 1 inch to the edge of that arch that we got to cut in the bottom. So I was looking at trying to use a protractor, but it's not doable easily with this. So what I've done is I took a CD, all right? And a CD can almost fit it, almost, so you can get close and use it to trace. That's what I'm trying to do. It doesn't have to be exact. You know, they're trying to match as close as we can to the actual ShopSmith. So whatever you've got to cut that arch is available. So let me know if you want me to try to do it exactly the way it is on the drawing. What I did here is I went 1 inch in. Then, and the center of it is 1 1/4 inches, because these are 1/4 inch squares. So I marked that center part, And then I went over 1¼ inches to this intersection right here, 1¼ inches over, and 1 inch from the top, marked that, and then I tried to hand draw it in. I got pretty close. The reality would be print this out, glue it on the top, and then put it on the bandsaw and cut it out. This would be a lot easier. So, woodshop nerdery. Good job. Thank you very much. Hey guys, we're moving along. We're going to work on the side leg. Okay, that part there. And it shows it to be 3¼ inches wide. So we'll set our fence up to 3¼ inches. Yeah, I got that hint from before when setting up your fence to push in back here before you lock it down. It'll keep it from moving. That really works good. Thank you. Okay, so with the last 2 boards that we left them wide, we didn't cut them down for the side legs. Remember, we only did 2 of them. These 2 here, we need to go 3½ inches over, and I should be able to get 2 of them out of here. So let me get my pencil, and we'll go 3½ inches just to make a mark. Okay. And now, okay. I'm sorry, I said 3½. It should have been 3¼ Alright, so now we're just going to cut this down. I don't know if you want to watch, but we're just going to cut 2 of them out of this and 2 of them out of the next one, so that we've got 4. Alright, so now we got all 4 of them cut, 3¼ inches. They're all the same. Keeping it all the same makes it work better. Now on the bottom it said 2 or a ½ inch on the bottom, which makes it a 62-degree angle. So we're just going to go ahead and measure in a ½ inch. And now that we've got that, we've got to come 2 inches from the top. So I'm going to mark my board with a T, just so that I remember where the top is. We go 2 inches from the top down, right there. And now we just draw a line. And that'll give us our angle. I'll be back.